one of the most positive set records of anyone in the world on the EVO runner-up. So something important to remember, I know Amaryllis was not looking forward to potentially having to play iModerz. Notably this set over on loser's side, not a winner's semifinal set, but he wasn't looking forward to it because iModerz knows this matchup like the back of his hand. Yeah,
it's a really familiar matchup. Even going back to Smash 4, SDX was also Bayo, and SDX also had an amazing record on Tameem as well. Shoutouts to Tameem. Very, very happy to see that he's back playing the game a little bit.
Mostly Smash 4 though.
Hey, I saw him lose to a Toronto plant at an Ontario local, so we'll take that. But right now, iModerz and Amaryllis, these two are actually doubles partners today. I'm not entirely sure where they placed, but they were called Barbenheimer, and I think you can guess who was who.
Are you sure? I think the viewers at home might need an explanation.
Amaryllis was Barbie, and iModerz was Oppenheimer. And you know what? I feel like, and this is not the Buffalo bias in me speaking, but I think iModerz might be ready to drop the bomb here today.
Hey, iModerz might be ready to drop that atomic bomb, get the explosion going, but there's only so much destruction that you can deal out before you have to deal with the queen herself. The witch twist, ABK finishing off with a backer, some good damage, and even with Bayo's relatively high range of kill percents, I mean, Wolf when Bayo has that much range, firmly in that territory. So this is the area where you can start to look for up tilt back air. You can start to maybe find a jab at ledge.
Yeah.
But find those up throws. And Amaryllis, certainly no stranger to trying to pull a trigger for a stock. That time though, the overextension gonna cost him, and iModerz gonna get on the board early.
Yeah, that's the thing about iModerz. He's one of those players that if you're not working super, super hard, very hard to kill. Combine that with Wolf's insane damage output, and the fact that now he's got rage, we could be seeing another stock here. Already 63% on Amaryllis on stock number 2, 77, and they're pushed into the corner. This is not where you want to be against Wolf.
And while Wolf doesn't have that same meta dominance he had at the beginning of Ultimate, one thing that has not changed about this character is his ability to rack up the damage percent. Amaryllis now already in triple digits, finally getting that shoulder check to close out the stock, but now has a lot of work to do. Bayonetta very capable of doing so. She just needs to find that witch twist, just needs to find the ABK, maybe an up tilt. But as you talked about earlier with iModerz defense, he's not going to make it easy.
No, he's definitely not going to make it easy, and why would you against Bayonetta, right? The thing that really catches a lot of Bayonetta's out still, this character doesn't have an automatic, like, okay, if I hit them, this is going to kill to the combo, right? This is just going to be death. And they have to, I feel like they have to work harder for their kills. It's really cool to see them work harder for it, but right now, if I'm iModerz, I'm not interacting. Look how far away. My boy is probably gonna stay close inside the Pokeball, unless he's really got to push his advantage here. Maybe do some ledge trapping. But
you do have to push a little bit against Bayonetta. She has such good tools, especially on the stage like PS2, those high side flats, the large space, to use Witch Twist to get away, to use ABK, to get out of dodge, where unless your opponent, in that case Amaryllis, being so over-aggressive, you're able to find the back air, Wolf can actually struggle to kind of pin down Bayonetta, but an early stock lead, forcing Amaryllis to come in, has kind of taken that worry off the table for iModerz and has allowed him to really open this game up. Now though, just a full-on scrap situation, Zambo, both players trying to find a hit. Amaryllis is trying to stay in this game one.
Yeah, and again, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm biased. This is my tournament. That's my boy, right? I feel like this is just going to be very difficult for Amaryllis, right? So you get him up to 100%, right? On that interaction, it's not going to lead to a kill as much anymore, okay? You combine that with the fact that iModerz he's doing the exact... Never mind. Never mind. You know
I was going to say, it's Bayonetta, so...
Just turn my mic on.
134, 54%, my friend. Just like that, an even game. Bayo, a character who struggles to find the raw hits sometimes. You know, you got down air, smash attacks, back air, but... you do have kill confirms, and that's the thing people always forget, is that this character can apply the pressure, force you into an awkward situation, force you to jump, and then anti-air you to death. That's what Amaryllis is trying to do here, right? Playing very disciplined around these platforms. Amaryllis is a player kind of known for their aggressive playstyle, and the discipline is something they were talking to me earlier about how they were really worried about being able to keep that pace of play. Stay slow, stay defensive, and not push too many take risks against iModerz. They're doing so here last stock and playing themselves right back into this game.
It's definitely doable, but I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. Just considering the way those last 3 stocks have gone, it's been 2 anti-airs. Oh, wait, hold on, wait a minute. We're going to go up to the top here. That's not going to kill. Good DI there from iModerz. But like you were saying, Ritual, things are all of a sudden looking not great for Buffalo's last hope. Not his last hope, but, you know, there's only 2 of us left, and we're both in losers, you know?
I mean, that's how it goes sometimes, right? With regionals like this, especially in a place like Buffalo, you're so close to multiple regions, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's all about whether you can defend from the invaders. Amaryllis, no stranger to Upstate, and no stranger to iModerz, taking down the doubles teammate in game 1, going up 1-0. This is best 3 out of 5, so work left to be done for sure. And iModerz, as we saw, not gonna make it easy, but Amaryllis with the discipline there, and that was very impressive to me. Right, like I know I mentioned it earlier, but he's not a player known for playing patient at all. They are not a player known for playing patient. Sure. And yet, we saw that game when push came to shove, they really were willing to take those deep breaths, slow it down, and came out with the game for it.
I'm just going to let you in on a little difference between these 2 players. And it's not, this is offense versus defense, right? But it comes down to just so many more things. You have to think about it this way. Amaryllis, when they play, as you can see from the player cam, keeps the rings on. iModerz takes the rings off, puts them on the table. Looks like Shadow the Hedgehog just died. It's crazy. But I'll tell you what, it's little differences like that that make these players special. That and their gameplay, but you know, I had to get the joke out. I'll tell you this, I think that what we're going to see is a lot of PS2 and a lot of back and forth. I don't know if we solve this in 3 games. Just with the way that iModerz was able to take a lot of control in the beginning part of that game, it really only takes 1 more good interaction there. And he starts off with a really solid first paragraph.
I was going to
there.
say, speaking of first interactions, that was 0 to 60 to lead, kept the pressure going, and then just lined up the back air. Now picking up right back where he left off. iModerz drawing no quarter early on in this game too, just coming out of the gate swinging. And you know, if you didn't know better on who was offense and who was defense watching this set alone, you might say that Amaryllis is the defensive one and iModerz is the aggressive one.
My boy ain't drawing no quarters. It's all dollar coins, them Sacagawea joints. You feel me?
It means take no prisoner.
Hey, listen.
It means he's lethal. He's going for the kill.
Going for the kill. He's coming with the mask off. That's how you know he's coming for your life. Oh, he does have the mask on. Never mind. I'm just, man, it's been a rough game.
You gotta stay safe. You gotta stay healthy.
It's true. I'm double masked. I'm triple vaxxed, and I'm feeling good. You know.
Speaking of feeling good, though, Amaryllis maybe feeling good about trying to get this first stock, but not able to close it out as the up tilt finding its mark. Hey, it's not snake up tilt, but you take what you can get, and iModerz now up 3 stocks to 1. Trying to make that first game a memory as he tears away into this game 2, trying to even up the set. And so far, Amaryllis just hasn't had an answer post adjustments.
Yeah, this is more than just making that game 1 a memory. He's trying to make Amaryllis a memory. Put them on a t-shirt, you know?
Yo.
This is one of those situations where this is exactly what you want to do. You want to come back and you want to come back strong and just really put your opponent in a coffin, right? He wants the 3 stock here. That's going to be a big statement for the rest of this set.
I was gonna say, at this rate, he might make Amaryllis main Sephiroth.
No way!
Yes, wait. The DI was not on point.
F-tilt?
And that's all.
I paid $60 for this game to see the freeze frame,
well,
and I don't.
You only paid $60.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean.
So there's, you know, I assume you got Piranha Plant for free, but that's still 2 fighters passes. That's still 50. That's still $110 plus your controller.
DLC doesn't count.
Whoa.
DLC doesn't count. It's like the way I see DLC is this: I already bought the game, and you know what? I'm gonna buy the game again, and I'm just not gonna think about it.
Okay, here is the most important question. We are getting the classic mode theme. I was going to say, the most important question is what song are they going to pick, but they picked it so fast we didn't even get to ask the question. Going into game number 3, Amaryllis trying to answer back to that absolute rocket pace iModerz set.
It's the reason why Wolf wears the motorcycle jacket.
Dude, it's so clean. The leather jacket, I'm a fan.
So
if you couldn't tell by the fact I wear them all the time.
So crispy. The motorcycle jacket, the gun with the, was that like a blade at the end, right?
It's got a little bayonet.
Imagine having a bayonet on a pistol.
Man, listen, you gotta have a bayonet to deal with Bayonetta. That's all I'm saying.
You're right. You ain't never lied. I don't know how I feel about small battlefield here.
I like this stage a lot for Amaryllis, based on the way that last game went, in that it forces scrap interactions, it forces scrambles, which is where Amaryllis is very comfortable as a player.
True.
iModerz defense has been excellent, but on a stage that's smaller like this, they can't really use blast as much to control pace of play. They can't really dash back and reset. And Amaryllis is betting that even though Wolf benefits more as a character from the scrap, the player difference is what's going to carry them. And early on, we're already seeing a much closer opening to game number 3 than we did in game 2.
That was almost a really bad situation there. And you could tell iModerz is still trying to go after a similar game plan. Get that stage control, push Amaryllis to the corners, and then just kill with one of your amazing horizontal kill options. Wolf has about 237. But you're right. I feel like this stage is working out a lot better for Amaryllis, and it's just because they're a little bit smaller, right?
Yeah.
Intimate, we'll say. You know, a nice evening in with the fam. You know, I don't know.
I don't know that I want to meet Bayonetta's fan, man.
And
she's made a deal with the devil. They definitely are evil and ugly. But an F smash for me, no. An F smash for you is iModerz at 202%. Takes the first stock from Amaryllis and racking on that extra credit now. You take anything you can get. Fourth is gonna do it. Hey, nobody ever tell you that Bayo doesn't have. Never let anyone tell you Bayo doesn't have a kill throw. It just might take a while.
Might take a while. At that point, is that a kill throw or is that like a please kill throw?
Don't worry about it.
Because I think that's a kill throw that asks you if you want to die. There are some kill throws that tell you you're finna die. You know?
Well, which one is Wolf back though?
Hey, I don't know. That's not for me to decide. That's for the fans to decide. If you're, text 212-8697-4384-94-2871-77716 and let us know your thoughts.
Zambo just doxed himself with a fake phone number live on commentary.
Yeah, my
folks.
social security number is 81923.
Okay, but if that, the best part would be that that's probably actually the start of his social security number as Amaryllis tries to commit pure identity theft on this stock. Not going to do it, though. iModerz, once again, the plethora of Bayonetta matchup experience, allowing for some impeccable DI here. And this is the opening, though. The ABK gonna maybe do it and gonna close it out, even with that lower platform height of the small battlefield flats. You're still able to find the carry off the top because of that dive ABK as a starter. So now Amaryllis with a slight lead and trying to hold on to counter pick advantage, something that would be absolutely huge for him based on the way that, iModerz absolutely throttled them on their counter pick.
That's true. I wouldn't necessarily call this yet, though. You have to consider this. Bayonetta, for as big as she is, she must be like Heart Bird or something. She's got hollow bones. That's not a heavy character. It's really not gonna take. It's gonna take like one, maybe two more good interactions. There it is. She's dead.
However, now you have Bayo coming off flat with iframes, right? Not able to make too much use of them, but able to take stage control, push iModerz to the corner, now rack up the damage. We are already in kill percent here, folks. Not gonna do it just yet. Once again, the DI coming out from iModerz, but up tilt, back air, gonna close it. Not quite.
They heard me complaining about the, what are you doing? Hello?
iModerz even putting the hands on top of his head. He wanted the game, but not like that.
What? Well, hey, listen.
Amaryllis moment for sure.
Hey, listen,
you
happens,
get lost in the sauce, man. You get lost in the sauce, and sometimes it comes back to bite you.
This is a charity tournament, so Amaryllis, it's so admirable.
You gotta give one away.
It's so admirable to see them out here giving away games just like that. And you know what? Be like Amaryllis, type !give in the chat to donate to Feed Buffalo. Amaryllis donating to Feed Buffalo Smash right now.
Amaryllis feeding all of Buffalo. iModerz eating good with that off that down air for sure. Going right back to small battlefield here. And Amaryllis going to try desperately to not let that mistake rock them. And the forward tilt, finding pressure to the ledge. This could be huge damage, but the SDI up and in from iModerz. Very non-traditional and gonna find his way out of trouble for it. Just a quick reset to neutral now, Zambo, and both players trying to find a consistent opening.
It's like what you talked about earlier. iModerz, I feel like he's always done really well against Bayonetta. Even going back to Smash 4, he's just had it in him, you know? And for this situation here, if I'm Amaryllis, it's got to be difficult to get back in to go time mode, you know? It's got to really suck to have that last game. You have the lead, and then you not only do you give it away, but that first stock goes to your opponent. How do you come back from that?
You come back from it by keeping the composure that gave you game 1 and almost gave you game 2. But you had a little bit of a crack, but you can't let that get in your head. You just have to stay calm, stay collected, and you have a shot at this game yet. 100%. And you take stage control off a throw, you find an opener, and you might just have a stock. But if you get befuddled, if you get overzealous trying to find those hits, my friend, then all you're going to do is eat a wolf back here and die, explode even at a very early percent.
Amaryllis might be a bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a bit, you know, I get it. Just a little tilted.
I mean, hey.
I don't blame them. I would be. I'm mad watching it, honestly. I'm furious. I'm shaking right now.
The waveland ends, though, from Amaryllis have been clean as hell. Just, you know, a little bit of movement, get some nice repositioning going on. Not going to find the down tilt, though, that would have set up into the back air for the kill confirmed. So instead, just having to look for the raw one, not able to find the up tilt because Wolf's buttons have huge priority. Instead, now just going to reset again. The parry coming in. Amaryllis still trying to find a way to dislodge the stock. Going down 3 stocks to 1 would be a disaster for them. They need to find this one and fast.
Yeah, this is one of those situations where it's like being at the bottom of the stairs and somebody just throws pots and pans at you. What are you meant to do, right? An avalanche, and the thing
Wear
you don't...
a construction helmet, dude.
What's that?
You just put a construction helmet on.
With Amaryllis' hair? I wouldn't want to ruin that. Hey, what do I know?
Well, I mean, hey, listen, it might be getting ruined by that bike getting sent to the blast zone that many times as iModerz just racking up the damage. Forward throw, gonna do it. See, it is a kill throw. We've seen it twice this set.
That is one of the most polite kill throws in the entire game. It's like, please die. I need you to. I got you up to 200%. I did all this work. So I'm like, can you kill me? You know?
Yeah, but it's also Bayo, so she gets you to 200 off like 4 interactions.
It's fine. Fact of the matter is, regardless of the outcome of this set, Bayo's still got a spot in the WNBA. In my book, I feel like she needs to stop messing around with Smash and just go to the leagues, but what do I know, yeah?
Hey, I mean, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do, and she's got fun farming souls, so why stop now? Now, Amaryllis with the air dodge, that could have been dangerous, and gonna eat an F-smash at getting a little bit antsy in the corner, just couldn't recover from the mental drain of that missed down air. An unfortunate way.